Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Milena. I'm here with Justin of the Petrovic Blasting Company, ensemble that has been playing for the 48th anniversary of the Serbian radio program in Los Angeles. Tell me about the origination of the name of your band. I know there's a little story behind that.
It's a small. It's really just there was not a mine but a quarry by our house, and the people that lived there before they moved recently, but was the Petrovic family, and so we and I think that that probably the name was changed at some point in Ellis Island. I'm not sure like exactly the story, but. We would go to the quarry to go swimming, which is right by our house, and then we would hear them playing music on their back porch, and we'd go over there and just sort of sit and listen for a while. And this was when we were being brought up, but anyway, this was back in Tennessee, right? So later on, when the name came out of nowhere, when we were being interviewed once in Savannah, Georgia, we were just my brother and myself. And the name just popped up. They asked us who we were, and we were like, "Oh, well, we're the Petrovic Brothers," and it just sort of stuck. And that was the name. The origin of the name was that, but the origin of the band was also around that time in the Southeast. We were playing on the streets, just me and my brother, and starting to discover this music, and that it was really fitting to have everything that we were doing. So.
I was totally surprised and blown away when I met you and your brother in Topanga Canyon. Was that like 2 or 3 years ago? I was singing just basically a jam session, and suddenly from behind me I was hearing some wonderful music, and you guys came in, and I think we jammed till probably 5 or 6 in the morning.
And that was the first family, the Feld houses that really like got us just like playing constantly. You know, like we went to their house for I think it was over Christmas or something like that, and we just spent 2 nights playing straight through. We didn't have very much repertory, but they had tons, and so we were just like exchanging the whole night, and it was through them that we sort of. Yeah, they were really the first family, you know, after that really like brought us in and was like, just play music, just keep playing. Like, even if you sound terrible, just play with us. And
you share your music everywhere. I've checked you out on YouTube. I know you've been playing farmers markets in Los Angeles and playing the streets. And there's quite an underground Balkan scene in Los Angeles happening. I'm sure other cities as well. And people all over are starting to discover this wonderful music, and you are very much a part of that, of what's going on. out to dance and to have a good time.
Yeah, that's true. We are hoping to teach them the dances at some point. I mean, we don't know many of the dances, but that's the only thing that when we come here to play, like, people know the dances. They know like what the songs are mean and what, I don't know. There's so much more depth about the experience of the music. I mean, right, and I love that it's simply dance music, and so I think that's the crossover, is that for American audiences that don't have a background necessarily in it, it's still just impossible not to dance to. But it'd be really fun to see, like, if young folks catch on to some of the dances, because it really is, I think, one of the sexiest ways to, I don't know if that's okay, but it's a really like great way to interact with people, and it's such a, I don't know, I would just. That's what we're working on next.
I've taken it for granted that I grew up doing this my whole life, dancing these dances, and now they're playing clubs in Los Angeles, and hopefully I'll be able to come down there and show some of the people some of the traditional dances, and we'll get everyone dancing the Colo in LA.
It's so inclusive, and people just sometimes stand there and they're like, yeah, I know this is good, but I don't know what to do, and they just stand, and I'm just like, oh, just if somebody would just show them, then maybe they would be holding hands with a stranger, and it would be great.
One of the problems is the dance floor is a little too crowded because these guys really pack them in from all over, and there's not a whole lot of room to move. But I think we'll start it out and get everyone organized and get everyone dancing.